Townsel.com.
Hey, everybody. Oh, hang on. Watch. Brand new background. Just wanted to show it to you. Hang on. Yeah, you see a little bit in the background there. Hey, welcome to the show. Oh my gosh. I used to have an intro for this show. What did I do with it? I didn't load it up. I got so distracted talking with our good friend, Joe Townsel. And of course, I should definitely bring him on. But let's watch this.
Fun from the past that's built to last. Retro Radio WATT. John and Joe in the studio. Retro Radio WATT. Hey everyone, let's have some fun. Retro Radio WATT. Drama plays from the good old days. Retro Radio WATT. Mystery night, pure delight. Retro Radio WATT. Comedy gold, stories told. Retro Radio WATT.
Oh, I just love it. That's right, my friends. It's time for Retro Radio WATT. And hey, Radio John isn't the only host. Let's bring on my co-host, the man who brings radio thrills. Folks, it's Radio Joe.
Yeah, baby. Love that theme song. How you doing, Radio John? I'm all ready to listen to some classic radio tonight.
I have to brag, if everyone will allow it, and I know Joe will. I have to brag that tonight's show is exactly why we do the show. Because someone like Gale Gordon is recognized. I mean, maybe you don't know his name, but you'll know his face. You'll know his voice.
Yeah.
And maybe you know his name. And Gale Gordon was such a big part of our childhood because The Lucy Show was a show that I watched a lot as a kid. I also watched I Love Lucy, and I would watch Here's Lucy. Never Life with Lucy, never. Which came out when I was in college.
They were getting up in years by that point.
But the oh really? But the magic of Gale Gordon is so wonderful. He was such an outstanding actor. And you would know him from his comedy work because, oh my God, he was so great at comedy. Very good friend of Lucille Ball's. And she and he had worked as ensemble players, as sort of not ready for primetime players on a show. I just had it. What was it called? It was called The Wonder Show. No, that was a show that Lucy was on. And that show, no, The Wonder Show. It starred Jack, who played the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz movie. and it was his big show. And in the background were the show's announcer, Gale Gordon, and a young lady named Lucille Ball. They became very good friends, just thick as thieves, and they loved each other's work. Even though the roles that they would play would be antagonists to each other.
Yeah, right. Loving antagonists.
Now, we're not going to play that show for you because, frankly, there are no copies of that show out there. I looked for them, none. But he was the same kind of character. He was the heavy, if you will, in a situation comedy called Our Miss Brooks, starring the unbelievably talented Eve Arden. And Eve Arden, we'll definitely cover her at some point because she herself had done so many things. She was so funny. She was so cool. And they really needed someone to play this character opposite her. And that would be Osgood Conklin, the principal of the school where Our Miss Brooks is a teacher.
I would have hated to have a high school principal named Mr. Conklin.
I have to tip my hat to the writers on Our Miss Brooks, because when you hear the name Mr. Conklin, you know not to take him seriously. You know he's full of it. And his first name is Osgood, which doesn't help his case at all. And he is a very, blustery character. You'll hear. Joe and I did a little powwow before the show. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
And we decided we're going to play Our Miss Brooks first, because this character, what Gale Gordon is doing. And then the other two shows that we're going to play, which are the Interplanetary Adventures of Flash Gordon and the Casebook of Gregory Hood. Those are unusual roles for Gale Gordon. And you're going to see how good he was. Now
I have to wonder, were Flash and Gale related in any way?
Isn't that funny? It's his very first big job in radio. He's done a bunch of small jobs up to this point, including singing and playing the ukulele, which everyone said was awful.
Well, he can't be a master of all things.
I'm betting it wasn't as awful as everyone says. I think that's just false modesty, but on his part. But yeah, he was the very first actor to play Flash Gordon. And that's really exciting. And it must have seemed like, it's like when Woody Harrelson got the part of Woody on Cheers. Like, what are the chances?
Well, yeah, because everyone assumed that the character of Woody Boyd was named for the actor. And no, coincidence.
He auditioned for the part of Woody, and his name was Woody. Woody Harrelson, another actor I love. All right, here we go. Let's get started on this chat. You feel absolutely free to jump in at any point too. There has been some mention of our good friend Scott Free's Retrorama, which is his YouTube account, his YouTube channel. So I'm subscribed. I hope everyone feels free to subscribe. And of course, Chris Bach says Woody just pops up everywhere.
Come on, Chris. This is the G-rated show. Come on.
Love the profile picture you're using, Raphael.
Oh, yes.
That is beautiful. So yes, if at any point, Chris, if at any point you want to plug your latest project, you go right ahead. DJB, if you want to plug what's going on over at Next Level Academy, by all means, I would love to put them on the screen. Let's get started. We are going to go over to good old YouTube. We are going to, where are you? How do I not have this?
This is John's robot mind thinking.
This is crazy. What happened here? Oh, I think it thought I was doing something I wasn't. Oh, there, yeah. Oh, StreamYard and I are breaking up, folks. I want you to know, in the divorce, I get you, not StreamYard. All right, we are going to start. Okay, we're going to start here.
Palmolive soap, your beauty hope, and Luster cream shampoo for soft, glamorous, caressable hair bring you Our Miss Brooks, starring Eve Arden.
Look how pretty.
Many school teachers work under different supervision during the summer months than they do in the regular school terms. But not so our Miss Brooks, who teaches English at Madison High Summer School.
No, our beloved principal, Osgood Conklin, is very much a part of the deal. As he puts it,
It doesn't matter what time of the year it is, Madison High is my baby.
and to prove it, he holds it up by the heels and slaps it all summer. It isn't that Mr. Conklin's always in a bad humor. Why, there are minutes at a time when he stops frothing at the mouth and the lightning that plays about his head subsides, leaving just a few glowing coals nestled in his mustache. Last Thursday morning at breakfast, I was discussing his latest diabolical device with my landlady, Mrs. Davis. He calls it the Conklin Carelessness Code, Mrs. Davis.
What in the world is that, Connie?
Well, it's a list of petty offenses for which the faculty and students may be fined. Of course, these fines are purely voluntary.
Voluntary?
Yes, like income taxes.
Uh-huh.
The fines all go into a fund which will be used to buy a brand new statue for the library.
What kind of a statue?
A statue of the man whom Osgood Conklin admires and respects more than anyone else in the world.
Who's that?
Who else? Osgood Conklin. You see, when he first thought of the idea, he put a receptacle in the hall for donations marked Osgood Conklin, bust. At the end of the day, he found 6 notes in it reading, "You said it." That's what gave him the idea for the carelessness code.
Leave it to Osgood.
You don't have to leave it. He takes it. What bothers me most, though, is the way he takes it. Every time he catches somebody committing one of the offenses, which he makes up as he goes along, he rattles a tin can and says, "Feed the kitty, feed the kitty."
Has he caught you yet, Connie?
Has he? I've fed the kitty so often, I feel like a tall mouse. Take last Tuesday, for instance. I happened to run into Mr. Boynton in the hall. Well, I just didn't happen to run into him. I sort of aimed myself at him. But just as my favorite biologist and I greeted each other, the bell rang for the next period, and Mr. Conklin came by and fined me a dime for not being in my classroom.
That is true.
That's nothing. Wednesday, I hit a parlay. I had to donate 15 cents because I went up a stairway marked down, 20 cents for loitering near a fire exit. You can call having your foot caught in the door loitering.
But, Connie, do you have to submit to all these fines? I mean, has Mr. Conklin the right to do all this?
We voted on it in assembly. Of course, it was really more like a plebiscite. You know, vote yes any way you want to. It isn't the money I miss so much. It's the lunches I could have bought with it.
Imagine it. Not having enough money for lunch.
I don't have to imagine it. Those fines add up, you know.
You poor dear. It has been an expensive week for you, hasn't it?
Yes, and that's what worries me so much today. I haven't got a dime in my purse. You can put me on a vagrancy rap. Oh, well, maybe it's for the best. The less I have on me, the less I can donate to the bust. For the bust. Well, I had a good breakfast anyway. I'd better get ready to leave now. Walter Denton's picking me up any minute.
But where's your car, Connie?
At the tailor's, Mrs. Davis.
The tailor's? Don't you mean the garage, Connie?
No, I'm having it pressed. The last time I drove it in traffic, I got it all wrinkled. I'm glad you called for me promptly today, Walter. The Conklin Code provides a stiff fine for tardiness.
Believe me, Miss Brooks, my punctuality was not inspired by purely altruistic motives. By that, I mean I, too, have been harpooned by our beloved principal.
I'm glad you explained it.
Miss Brooks, I don't like the way things are going at Madison High. We've got to take some steps.
What? And get fined for stealing school property?
No, I'm serious. This Conklin Code is nothing but medieval tyranny. Why, yesterday he fined me 15 cents for whistling outside of his office. A downright injustice.
Why, weren't you whistling?
Well, sure, I was whistling, but I didn't know he was in his office. I was just trying to get Harriet's attention. She was down at the end of the hall. Besides, I think the fine was exorbitant. All I gave was a 2-finger job.
A 2-finger job? You mean where you put 2 fingers in your mouth and then blast?
Yeah, that's the one. 15 cents he soaked me.
I've heard that whistle, Walter, and in all honesty, I must confess that I consider 7.5 cents a finger very reasonable.
But the entire code is founded on injustice. And Miss Brooks, I've talked it over with the other kids at school, and we've appointed you our leader.
Me?
You are the logical member of the faculty to cross swords with Mr. Conklin.
Oh, now wait a minute, Walter. I've crossed swords with Mr. Conklin often enough to know that all you can get out of it is a bent sword.
But you can't avoid this responsibility, Miss Brooks. We've got to fight fire with fire. You are the knight we have chosen to slay the dragon.
Oh. I'm sorry, Walter, but my card in the Dragon Slayers Union expired. Besides, the bust is supposed to be finished by tomorrow.
But how do we know there's enough in the kitty to pay for it? Oh, here's a school.
Yeah.
Did I stop too suddenly for you?
Not at all. I always like to kiss the windshield goodbye.
Before I let you out, I'd like to ask another favor, Miss Brooks. Would you please hold this 40 cents for me?
40 cents?
Yeah, it's my lunch money, and I don't want to have it on me in case Mr. Conklin finds me for breaking some rule he makes up right after I've broken it. Just put it in your purse for me, will you?
All right, Walter. Added to what I've got in there now, it totals 1 broken watch crystal and 40 cents.
I'll find a place to park. You go on in, Miss Brooks.
All right, Walter. Thanks for the lift. Maybe I'd better tiptoe past Mr. Conklin's office.
Squeaky shoes, 20 cents.
Oh, but...
Come on, Miss Brooks. Feed the kitty, feed the kitty.
Please, Mr. Conklin, we've got to talk this thing over.
Very well. Would you like to step into my office?
Thank you.
Now, wouldn't you like to sit down?
Yes, I would.
I thought you would. That'll be 10 cents for not going straight for your first class. Now, come on, Miss Brooks. Feed the kitty, feed the kitty.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about, Mr. Conklin. Many of the students are getting a little tired of your carelessness code.
Oh? Is this insubordination?
About a nickel's worth, yes.
I'm surprised at you, Miss Brooks. Don't you realize where this money is going?
Yes, Mr. Conklin. It's going into a statue.
Not just a statue, Miss Brooks, rather the statue, which will serve as an inspiration to unborn generations of Madison High students.
Then why not let them pay for it? I mean, just where are you going to put this statue, Mr. Conklin?
Why, in the school library, of course, on that lovely mahogany pedestal that overlooks the entrance.
You mean next to the bust of Julius Caesar?
Instead of it, Miss Brooks.
That's a pretty big job, summer replacement for Julius Caesar. Where are you going to put the other statue?
Before the Board of Education takes their next inventory, Caesar may meet with an accident.
It's possible. He met with one before.
I meant the statue, Miss Brooks. Who knows? Inadvertently, it might be severely damaged.
Why, Mr. Conklin, you're not thinking
Not out loud, I'm not. No. Oh, before I forget, Miss Brooks, I want you to straighten out the records in the library at once. Walter Denton's been acting as school librarian for the past few weeks, and needless to say, he's made a mess of everything.
But, Mr. Conklin, my regular school duties are quite
Oh,
enough.
this won't interfere with your school duties, Miss Brooks. I hereby grant you permission to attend to this matter after school hours.
Why, Mr. Conklin, how charming of you. But about this carelessness code.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. You owe me 30 cents. Feed the kitty.
But I haven't got any money, Mr. Conklin.
Please, Miss Brooks. I distinctly heard your purse rattle when you sat down.
Oh, well, I might as well add embezzling to my other crimes. Here you are, Mr. Conklin.
But, Miss Brooks, I only asked for 30 cents. You put 40 in the kitty.
Hang on to it, Mr. Conklin. I'll try my best to earn another fine before the day is out.
Our Miss Brooks, starring Eve Arden, will continue in just a moment. But first, here is Vern Smith. Here's wonderful news, ladies. Wonderful, wonderful news. Now there's something thrillingly new in Palmolive Soap's famous Beauty Lather. Yes, something thrillingly new. Palmolive's famous Beauty Lather now brings you new fragrance, new charm, new allure.
Millions of women will prefer Beauty Lather Palmolive over all other leading toilet soaps the minute they try it. For Palmolive Soap's famous Beauty Lather now has a new, clean, flower-fresh fragrance. A new allure, new charm.
So, ladies, forget all other beauty care and use Palmolive soap the way doctors advised for a lovelier complexion. Just stop improper cleansing and instead wash your face with Palmolive soap 3 times a day, massaging Palmolive's wonderful Beauty Lather onto your skin for 60 seconds each time to get its full beautifying effect. Then rinse. That's all. All types of skin, young, older, oily, respond to it quickly. Don't wait another day to try Palmolive's Beauty Lather. You'll be thrilled by its new fragrance, new charm, new allure. Thrilled again by the fresher, brighter complexion doctors prove may soon be yours.
For new loveliness all over, use big bath-sized Palmolive in tub or shower.
It has always been my experience that nothing stimulates the appetite quite as much as an empty pocketbook. It was with this poignant thought in mind that I approached the cafeteria at lunchtime. As I strolled slowly down the long line of tempting morsels on the steam table, Harriet Conklin, who was helping out behind the counter, came over to me.
Can I serve you something, Miss Brooks?
No, thank you. Just smelling.
I'm about finished serving. Now I'm going to have my lunch. I've got it all ready on this tray here. Care to join me?
All right, Harriet. I'll have some water and a napkin.
Here we are. Gosh, this roast beef looks yummy.
It certainly is.
Did you have it with the barbecue sauce on it today?
No, I smelled it plain today. See, I'm on sort of a diet, Harriet.
I don't know why you have to diet. Golly, I wish I had your figure.
So do I. You could feed it better. How is the beef with that barbecue sauce on it?
Delicious. Would you like a taste, Miss Brooks?
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry. If you're on a diet, I better not tempt you.
tempt me, tempt me.
No. I don't know. I know how difficult it is sometimes to stay on a diet.
Put some of that meat on this fork or I'll spear it from here. There. That is good.
Of course, to me, roast beef is good with or without barbecue sauce.
Oh, to me, too.
Really?
I am one school teacher who offers proof positive. Pass some over without the sauce.
Here you are, Miss Brooks.
Say, that is good meat.
I'm certainly glad our cafeteria is staying open during summer school. Not many of them do, you know.
I know. Funny thing about tasting roast beef plain, you forget how it tasted with the barbecue sauce on it.
Why, Miss Brooks, you don't really want another... All right, here you are. Golly, Miss Brooks, one would think you hadn't had any lunch all week.
One would be on the right track. I don't like to mention this while you're eating, Harriet, but it's all because of your father. His carelessness code has kept me broke.
I'm against it too, Miss Brooks. Daddy even finds me every chance he gets.
Well, there isn't anything we can do about it, I guess. You know, there's something about that barbecue sauce that escapes me. I think I'll just try... Why, Harriet.
What's the matter, Miss Brooks?
You've gone south with our roast beef.
I'm sorry I ate it all so rapidly. I was starved. Say, isn't that Mr. Boynton over by the steam table?
Yes, it is. When it comes to food, the bashful biologist isn't very bashful.
He's getting himself a trayful, all right. And he's coming this way, Miss Brooks.
Oh, don't just sit there, girl. Make room for those groceries.
Hello, Miss Brooks. Harriet.
Hello, Mr. Boynton. Would you like to join us?
Well, if there's room enough,
Oh, there's plenty of room. Harriet was just leaving.
But
Go get some milk, dear. It'll make you strong. Then you can wolf down some more roast beef tomorrow.
I guess I would like some milk at that. See you later, Mr. Boynton. Bye, Miss Brooks.
And so a new partnership starts. I see we have lamb chops today.
Yes, there are certain vitamins found in lamb that enhance almost any type of balanced diet.
So I've heard. But before you eat them, Mr. Boynton, I wonder if you'd mind cutting off what you want and leaving the bones. I saw a puppy on the way to school this morning who looked very hungry.
I'm sorry, Miss Brooks, but it's sort of a priority on these bones. My frog McDougal likes to nibble on them.
McDougal?
Yes, extraordinary, isn't it? He's the only frog I know of who can nibble on a lamb chop bone.
That's not so extraordinary. I know a girl who could nibble on a frog right now. You'll bring Mac into the cafeteria. I'll show you the girl.
Oh, there you go, kidding me again. What a sense of humor.
Oh, yes. Hunger is a scream. Maybe I'd better drop one more subtle hint. Mr. Boynton.
Yes?
I'm starving, Mr. Boynton. Yes.
Why don't you eat something? No, I'm against all these diets women inflict upon themselves. Suppose you're a little plump.
He may never get to that second lamb chop. Mr. Boynton, I'm talking about today, now, lunch. I haven't eaten any because I don't have the money to buy any.
You don't?
No.
Well, where is all your money?
I'm land poor.
Land poor?
If the Conklin carelessness code continues, I'll land in the poorhouse. Look, Mr. Boynton, I never borrow money if I can help it.
I know you don't, Miss Brooks. I think that's one of your most admirable traits. Many's the time I've been tempted to offer you some financial assistance, but well, I've always said to myself, don't you dare, Boynton. Miss Brooks is proud and resourceful. And she'll come through, somehow.
That's what you said to yourself, huh?
Yes, indeed.
You've got to be more careful who you talk to. Mr. Boynton, it's getting pretty close to the end of the lunch period. I'd like just a small bite, so that's all I'll put on you. I mean, could you lend me 25 cents?
25 cents? Why, of course, Miss Brooks. Here you are.
Thanks. I'll pay you back just as soon as I...
Oh, don't worry about paying me back. Gosh. Anytime tonight will do.
Tonight? Have we got a date for tonight?
Well, didn't I tell you? I've got tickets for the band concert on the mall. I thought we'd spend the afternoon in the park and then have some dinner and dance and take in the concert. How does that sound to you?
All this and 2 bits, too? Oh, it sounds wonderful, Mr. Boynton. I'll just get a sandwich or something and come right back to the table.
All right, Miss Brooks.
I'd better hurry. It's almost the end of the lunch period.
Oh, it is, Miss Brooks.
Mr. Conklin.
And if memory serves, you were supposed to be straightening out the library records after lunch. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Conklin, but I've got an important engagement I'd like to keep this afternoon.
It isn't always what we'd like to do that matters, Miss Brooks. You volunteered to work in the library, and that's where you will have to spend the afternoon.
But, Mr. Conklin...
Unfortunately, while you were standing here chattering, you've incurred another fine for tardiness.
Tardiness?
That'll be 25 cents, Miss Brooks. Feed the kitty, feed the kitty.
I'm afraid I didn't keep these library cards very neatly, Miss Brooks. They're pretty thoroughly scrambled.
If I had some ketchup, I'd have them for lunch. Let's see here. These cards really are scrambled. What does this cryptic entry mean? The Three Musketeers, Alexandre Dumas, or Mike Shaughnessy?
Oh, The Three Musketeers is the title of a book.
Yes, I know, Walter, but underneath the title, why did you write Alexandre Dumas or Mike Shaughnessy?
Well, frankly, Miss Brooks, I was a little confused. You see, I couldn't remember whether Alexander Dumas wrote the book and Shaughnessy took it out, or if Shaughnessy wrote it and Dumas.
Believe me, Walter, if Dumas took it out, this library isn't for me. Now, you better let me straighten these cards out myself. You find something else to do.
Okay, Miss Brooks. I'll grab a rag and dust off old Marblehead.
Old Marblehead?
Yeah, that's what we call the statue of Caesar, because his head's made out of marble. Of course, even though Mr. Conklin's head isn't made out of marble, we also call him...
Yes, I know. You needn't bother dusting off this old Marblehead. Somebody else in school is planning to dust it off permanently. In fact, Caesar may meet with an accident almost any time now.
I beg your pardon, Miss Brooks.
Well, what do you know? The Ides of March.
These floors are quite slippery. A person could very easily lose his balance and be... Oh, well.
Oh, gosh, you accidentally knocked over old Conklin, Mr. Marblehead.
Quiet. What a shocking misfortune. Why, I love this statue of Caesar, with his delicately chiseled features, his fine Roman nose.
You better learn to love him without his nose. It just rolled under the desk. Here, Walter, help me lift Caesar back on the pedestal.
No, please. It was my clumsiness that knocked it off. I'll lift it back on myself. Now, steady does it. Good firm grip now.
Walter.
Yes, Miss Brooks?
Set Caesar up in the next alley. Mr. Conklin's got another shot coming.
I dropped in to inform you, Miss Brooks, that thanks to your last contribution, my statue has been paid for in full. It will be delivered tomorrow morning and unveiled at noon. I shall want it kept under cover and... Denton, what are you stuffing into that canvas bag?
The things that are Caesar's, Mr. Conklin. His ears and nose, and also the rest of him. I figured I could take it over to the shop and patch it up a little and...
Just leave it where it is, Denton. You see, Miss Brooks, we have only the one pedestal.
Haven't we just?
And since Julius has been so brutally damaged...
Oh, he won't be damaged anymore, Mr. Conklin. I'll see to that. This statue is school property, and if anyone tries to injure it in any way, I'll report him to the Student Council and the Board of Education.
Zealous little beagle, isn't he? Denton, you are dismissed as of right now.
Have it, Mr. Conklin, shouldn't I?
Go, boy!
Bye, Miss Brooks.
Goodbye, boy.
Now then, Miss Brooks, if you'll excuse me, I'll return in just a little while and personally take care of fixing that statue.
Yes, I know you will, Mr. Conklin, but good.
Pardon me, Miss Brooks, but where shall I put this statue?
Statue? Oh, just put it on the desk here for now.
There.
Well, if it isn't old Marblehead II.
Yeah, it's a pretty good likeness of Mr. Conklin, isn't it?
If you like Mr. Conklin's likeness, yes. But this wasn't supposed to be delivered until tomorrow.
I know, but the custodian just told me they wanted to surprise Mr. Conklin. Is there any place we could hide it temporarily?
Hide it? Why, yes, there is a place we could hide it, Mr. Boynton. Right in this canvas bag. First, you'll have to take out this busted bust.
All right. There. That's Julius Caesar. Say, his nose is off and his ear.
Please, Mr. Boynton, there's no time to cut up touches with Julius. Now, slip Mr. Conklin's statue into the bag.
All right. There he goes. Now, what do we do with Caesar?
We'll take him over to the shop and fix him up the best we can. He's just got to occupy that pedestal, Mr. Boynton.
Pedestal, but I don't understand, Miss Brooks.
Well, I'll explain it to you on the way over. You see, Mr. Conklin assigned me to work in this library, and if I'm going to look at a statue all day, I'd like to make very certain that it's the kind of a statue.
Oh, Miss Brooks? Miss Brooks? Must have stepped out for a moment. So much the better. Ah, yes, here's the canvas bag with old Marblehead still in it. Now we'll just take this little hammer and commence. Friends, Romans, countrymen, I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him.
Mr. Conklin, what are you doing?
It should be obvious even to you, Miss Brooks.
Yes. Well, Mr. Conklin, there's something I feel I should tell you.
Very well, Miss Brooks, but while you're telling me, I'll continue with the business at hand.
It's like this, Mr. Conklin. I would normally be very loath to interrupt what's obviously such a joyful hobby to you. But I feel that what I have to tell you merits your immediate attention.
Well, what is it, Miss Brooks?
If it were something trivial, like being disgruntled over having to work in the library instead of going on a date with Mr. Boynton, who is now in the park by himself, I might hesitate to bother you.
What are you driving at, Miss Brooks?
Well, the main point I'd like to get across to you, Mr. Conklin, is that I have absolutely no hard feelings toward you, and I trust you have none toward me.
None whatsoever?
Good. Now, open the bag.
Open the bag?
Yes, Mr. Conklin. I'm afraid you'll find that you've pulverized the wrong statue. You see, your statue arrived earlier, and we wanted to surprise you, so we put it in that bag.
What? I'm in here?
And Caesar is over at the shop getting his nose put back on.
But, Miss Brooks, you just stood there. All the time I was hammering you. How? Why didn't you should have done something?
Please, Mr. Conklin, remember your blood pressure.
But what'll I do? What'll I do when the Board of Education comes to take inventory? What'll I put on that pedestal?
Calm down, Mr. Conklin. I just found out that it'll only cost $15 to repair the bust of Caesar.
$15?
Yes, and I thought of a delightful way to collect the money.
Really? How, Miss Brooks?
Feed the kitty, Mr. Conklin. Feed the kitty.
Eve Arden as our Miss Brooks returns in just a moment. But first, tonight, yes, tonight, show him how much lovelier your hair can look after a Luster Cream shampoo. Luster Cream, world's finest shampoo. No other shampoo in the world gives you Kay Dumit's exclusive blend of secret ingredients plus gentle lanolin. Not a soap, not a liquid. Luster Cream leaves hair 3 ways lovelier. Fragrantly clean, free of loose dandruff, glistening with sheen, soft, manageable. Even in hardest water, Luster Cream lathers instantly. No special rinse needed. And Luster Cream leaves no soapy film, does not dry hair. So gentle, Luster Cream is wonderful even for children's hair. Tonight, for soft, glamorous, caressable hair, try Luster Cream shampoo at all drug and cosmetic counters.
Dream girl, beautiful Luster Cream girl, you owe your crowning glory to a Luster Cream shampoo.
And now, once again, here is our Miss Brooks.
Well, I finally escaped from the library and hastened to meet Mr. Boynton in the park. Having had no lunch except a few swatches from Harriet's roast beef, I was ravenous.
Hello, Miss Brooks. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, it is. How about a hot dog or a hamburger?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm full.
Oh,
Look at that little boy. He just threw a peanut to that pigeon.
so he did. Excuse me, Mr. Boynton.
Miss Brooks, you're not going to pick up that peanut.
Certainly not, Mr. Boynton. That wouldn't be fair to the pigeon. I'm going to race him for it.
Next week, tune into another Our Miss Brooks show brought to you by Palmolive Soap, Your Beauty Hope, and Luster Cream Shampoo for soft, glamorous, caressable hair. Our Miss Brooks, starring Eve Arden, is produced by Larry Burns, written and directed by Al Lewis, with music by Wilbur Hatch.
Here's a money-saving offer, men. A giant tube and large tube of Palmolive brushless shaving cream for 49 cents.
Wow.
Yes, a 70-cent value for only 49 cents. This offer is made solely to prove you, too, can get smoother, more comfortable shaves the Palmolive brushless way. Just follow directions on the tube and treat your face to wonderful shaves. Yes, for extra shaving comfort at extra low cost, don't miss this Palmolive brushless bargain. At drug and toilet goods counters, get both giant and large size Palmolive brushless. A 70-cent value for only 49 cents.
For mystery liberally sprinkled with laughs, listen to Mr. and Mrs. North Tuesday evening over most of these same stations. And be with us again next week at this same time for another comedy episode of Our Miss Brooks. Bob Lamont speaking. This is CBS, where 99 million people gather every week, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Ah, the glory days of CBS. Indeed.
I mean, not only do we enjoy the comic escapades of Our Miss Brooks with Eve Arden and Gale Gordon, but now we know how to get our hair nice and luxurious and soft and shave and do our finger. Oh, it's awesome.
Now, of course, Our Miss Brooks went to television, and when it did, Gale Gordon was committed to go with it, and he was not able to do I Love Lucy. He, of course, along with B. Benaderet, was going to play Fred and Ethel Mertz.
Wow, yeah.
And we can only guess how great that would have been, because they were two actors that Lucille Ball absolutely loved. They were her first choice, and unfortunately, they were both working, so they were not able to do the role. And I think it could be definitely said that Vivian Vance, and I always forget the guy who plays Fred.
William Frawley, sir.
William Frawley. Thank you so much, Mr. Townsel. The two of them did a wonderful job. I actually have a very hard time imagining Gale Gordon as Fred Mertz, but he probably would have been great. He could do almost everything.
Well, he would have been great, but I think the reason we paired Gale Gordon with Lucy in her post I Love Lucy career is because without Desi Arnaz, she did that foil and he couldn't have played that in I Love Lucy as Fred Mertz.
Right, absolutely. There's just he had been on we listened to the show not too long ago on Web of Mystery. He had been on My Favorite Husband as the boss, Mr. Atterbury, the banker. He was the president of the bank, and Lucy's husband character was vice president. But Gale Gordon was just Lucy's cup of tea. He was just her kind of actor. Let's go back in time. So a lot of people don't know this about Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon was the copy. He was the Xerox. He was not the original space hero. That was Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers came first. and that's really cool. That's really cool. Because honestly, Flash Gordon is very big in my estimation of, space hero, space opera hero, especially from the 30s. At the time, there was a big push from the Hearst newspapers through their funnies. They were constantly trying to sell their paper by saying, you get this, you'll hear the commercial, because they are the sponsor of this radio show. We are going to listen to the pilot episode, the very first episode. And I just want to remind everybody that the tall, blonde, handsome athlete, Flash Gordon, is being played by Gale Gordon. Gale Gordon was never a leading man type physically, but I'll leave it up to you to judge whether or not he was sonically.
Just like Matt Dillon being played by Bill Conrad.
Exactly. I mean, you got hired for your voice in radio, and not only was that great for certain actors who could be leading men, but it was also great for voice actors. Creating a character with your voice, that's a skill. I think almost everybody understands that and appreciates that, but that was a very big deal back in radio. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start Flash Gordon. Now, this is okay, I do want to throw credit. We did listen to Our Miss Brooks from the Old Time Radio Researchers account. They are fantastic. Cannot recommend them enough. Here's another great account. This is called Free Spirit Radio. Now, this is technically from a record, so I hope we don't get a copyright hit. but it's the best sound I could find, and that's great. They packaged the first 3 episodes of Flash Gordon together. I'm just going to play the first one for you so that we have time to listen to our final show tonight, The Casebook of Gregory Hood, starring Gale Gordon. But here we go. This is Flash Gordon, The Interplanetary Adventures.
Presenting for the first time in radio the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon and Dale Art. These thrilling adventures come to you as they are pictured each Sunday in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The Comic Weekly, now printed in 32 tabloid-sized pages, each page in full 4 colors, is distributed everywhere as a part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. Racing high above the earth, comfortably seated in a giant airliner, Flash Gordon, internationally famous athlete, looks admiringly across the aisle at Dale Art, the lovely young companion of his air voyage. The minds of both are intent on the terrible destruction which for many months has been approaching the earth with terrific speed. The new planet hurtling through space directly in the path of the earth. Suddenly there's a violent jar. The plane lurches into a spinning nosedive. Flash Gordon's trained muscles carry him across the aisle to the frightened girl. He gathers her in his arms and leaps free of the falling plane, and pulling the ripcord of his parachute, glides to earth.
Don't be frightened, Dale. The plane has crashed, but we're safe.
Yes, thanks to you.
Hold fast. We're landing now. Careful. Easy. There. Are you all right, Dale?
Yes.
Good, good.
Oh, look, Flash. There's a round steel tower. Where can we be?
Why, that's the laboratory of the great scientist, Dr. Hans Zarkov. Why, he's coming this way. I'll call to him to help us. I hope you'll pardon us for breaking in on you so unceremoniously, Doctor, but you see, we had to bail out.
I know you for what you are. Spy. Come to steal my secret. But I have the answer to that. Come with me.
Put that gun away, Professor Zarkov. The man is mad, Dale. We'll have to humor him. All right, Professor. All right. We'll come with you.
Step down this ladder into this tower. Down, I say.
All right, all right.
There now. We are in my rocket ship, and in 10 seconds we will be on our way to the new planet. We will all die. Die for science.
Oh, Flash, the doctor is mad. This rocket ship is rushing away from the Earth with the speed of light, right into the path of the new planet.
Hold tight, Dale. We'll escape some way.
To the new planet. To the new planet. We 3 will save the Earth.
Dr. Zarkov, there's still time to swing your rocket ship out of the path of the new planet.
No.
What will you gain for science if we're all killed in the crash?
I know who you are, Flash Gordon, the world's greatest athlete. But your trained strength will not save you. Only my mind, the mind of Zarkov, the scientist, can save you, can save any human soul upon the earth.
Be careful, Flash. He's reaching for the controls.
Stand aside, Dr. Zarkov.
Feel it, the gravitation pull of the new planet. We crash in 5 seconds.
The rocket ship hits the planet. Dr. Zarkov and Dale are thrown from the rocket ship unconscious. Flash is thrown clear of the wreckage and lands on his feet uninjured. He rushes to the side of the unconscious girl, picks her up, and starts to carry her toward the distant towers of a city on this weird new planet. Suddenly, strange soldiers armed with ray guns appear, and capturing Dale and Flash, force them to come with them to the throne room of Ming the Merciless, Emperor of Mongol and Supreme Ruler of the Universe.
O thou exalted Ming, most merciless majesty of Mongol, supreme ruler of all the peoples of the new planet, thy slave to Lucy.
Slave, sing forward the earth people.
Thy slaves obey, O Ming the Merciless.
Take your hands off me. I'm no slave. I'll meet your emperor as a free man and an equal.
So, Earthman, you are a free man and my equal. Throw him to the red monkey man in the arena. I would be forced with this free man, my equal.
There is thy freedom, Earthman. Now you go into the arena to meet the red monkey men of Mongo.
Wait. Don't worry, Dale. Emperor Ming, I'll show you that I, a free man from the earth, am more than a match for your brainless red monkey men.
Flash reaches the bottom step leading to the arena. He leaps and swings at the nearest red monkey man. Then, grasping the falling man beast under the armpit, Flash whirls him around like a flail, knocking the others in all directions. Emperor Ming, fearing that his monkey men will all be killed, orders his soldiers to destroy Flash with their ray guns. In the midst of the confusion, Princess Aura, the beautiful young daughter of Emperor Ming, calls to Flash.
Quick, brave Earthman, this way, here to my balcony.
Flash leaps to the royal balcony and joins the gorgeously jeweled princess, who commands the slaves to keep back, while she takes Flash through a secret door and into a passage leading to a private elevator. The two get in, and Aura closes the door and presses the switch.
Who are you, beautiful maiden?
I am the Princess Aura, only daughter of Ming the Merciless.
Princess, I owe you my life.
You are brave and handsome and strong. You must not die so young. I have never seen anyone like you, Earthman.
Where I come from, Princess, there are many stronger men and better looking. But tell me, Princess, where are you taking me?
I am taking you to the private landing frames of my own rocket cars. There you will be safe. We have arrived, Earthman. Get in this rocket car. No one can harm you here.
But, Princess,
Hurry!
But, Princess Aura, how am I to rescue the Earth girls? They are lost.
That is why you are in my private rocket car, Earthman.
Why, what do you mean?
Dale Arden shall never be rescued by you.
But, Princess,
As for you, Earthman, you shall love me or die.
Meanwhile, back in the palace, Emperor Ming is talking with Dale Arden.
Your companion, Flash Gordon, has escaped, but not for long. My men will soon capture him.
What are you going to do with me, Emperor Ming?
You are pleasing to me, Earthwoman. You will become my wife.
Never! I don't love you.
We men of Mongo have no human traits, no love, no mercy, no kindness. Whether you love me or not makes no difference. You shall become my wife as soon as the ceremony can be arranged.
Your Majesty, look into the spatiograph. Our city is being bombarded by the space gyros of the Lion Men.
The Lion Men! Order the entire space fleet to the attack!
In the terrific battle which takes place between Emperor Ming's space fleet and the gyros of the Lion Men, the attacking gyros are driven off. The rocket ship in which Flash Gordon has been held captive is destroyed, and Flash is thrown to the ground unconscious. He opens his eyes to find himself staring up into the great bearded face of Soon, Prince of the Lion Men. Soon lets his great sword fall as he sees Flash Gordon's white skin.
Who art thou, white-skinned youth? Speak. Answer me before I cleave thy white body in pieces. Art thou a new kind of soldier of Ming the Merciless?
I am the sworn enemy of that fiend Emperor Ming of Mongo. He has captured a girl who is from the earth, like myself. I live only to rescue her.
An Earthman, thou sayest?
Yes.
And an enemy of Ming the Merciless?
That's right. Tell me, are you friend or enemy?
I am Thun, Prince of the Lion Men, hereditary enemies of the men of Mongo. If thou wilt accept me as thy friend, Earthman, I will gladly join thee against Ming the Merciless.
Here's my hand on his entrance, Thun.
Good. What is thy name, Earthman?
I am called Flash Gordon upon the earth, Your Highness.
Call me Thun, friend, and I will call thee Flash.
Friend Thun, do you know how we can gain admittance to the palace that we may rescue Dale Arden?
Come. I will show thee a secret way into the palace.
Good.
The Emperor Ming is away pursuing my gyro fleet. We may be able to rescue the Earth Girl before Ming's return.
Flash Gordon and his powerful newfound friend go first to the space gyro of Prince Boone, and there they gaze intently into the thought projector, in which they not only see Dale Arden a captive, but they also have revealed to them a secret way leading to the throne room of the palace. The secret passage is known as the Tunnel of Terror because of the deadly beasts which lie within its gloomy walls. Fighting each step of the way, Flash and his new friend, Prince Boone, finally find themselves within the palace. A door with great steel bolts stands before them.
Quick, Boone. This door must lead directly into the center of the palace.
From my memory of the palace, I should say that beyond this door is the great throne room of the Emperor Ming.
All right, then. Here we go.
There. All right, Boone. It is the throne room. Yes. This great statue before us is the god of death, which stands at the top of the altar steps, directly behind the throne of the emperor.
Listen. Boone, what's that?
By the great god Tao. It is a royal wedding procession. Ming the Merciless is taking another bride.
Coming up the altar steps, Boone. I'm going to look around the idol.
To look around the idol means death. Thou must not.
Come back, Flash. Boone, save yourself. I'm going to the rescue of my Earth friend, Dale Arden. She's being forced into a marriage with Ming the Merciless.
Prince Boone of the Lion Men does not save himself at the expense of his friend. If thou must die, I will die fighting with thee.
Dale! This way, Dale! This way, Dale!
Down this passage, Earth Maiden, as fast as thou canst run.
Quick, Boone. They're swarming up the altar steps. Help me topple the idol over on them. Now. 1, 2, 3.
With a grinding crash, the giant idol topples over on the onrushing soldiers of Ming the Merciless, killing those in front and throwing into confusion the whole company. Flash Gordon and Prince Boone, with Dale between them, dash into the secret passage beneath the idol. The way becomes steeper. They slip and fall, down, 100 feet or more into a whirling underground river. They're swept along down a raging current and over falls into a lake. With the powerful strokes of the champion swimmer, Flash sets out for the shore, towing Dale by the hair. They reach the shore, and as Flash reaches down to drag Dale to safety, she screams and disappears beneath the calm surface of the lake, clutched in 2 powerful green, scaly arms. With no thought of his own safety, Flash Gordon dives to Dale's rescue and finds an adventure stranger than any which has gone before. Follow the thrilling adventures of Flash Gordon and Dale Arden each Sunday in your Hearst Sunday newspaper. You will find them graphically portrayed in full-colored pictures in the Comic Weekly. Only in the Comic Weekly can you follow the escapades of the Katzenjammer Kids, those perennial rascals, or thrill to the adventures of King of the Royal Mountain. Only in the Comic Weekly can you enjoy the good, clean fun of Bringing Up Father, Billy the Toiler, Way Out West, The Little King, or in the language of his hillbilly friends, go clean catawampus over the bodacious goings-on of Barney Google. Your old friend Skippy and all his little pals are waiting for you in the Comic Weekly, along with Pinky, Molly, and Pat in their great adventure story, Radio Patrol. Then there is Ace Drummond, the Demon Aviator, Johnny Round the World, and many, many others. Be sure you get this big 32-page all-color Comic Weekly supplement with your copy of next Sunday's Hearst newspaper. And don't fail to listen again next week to the continuation of the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon and Dale Arden.
All right. pretty much it. There you go. Episode 1 of Flash Gordon. It is jam-packed with action.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, they get like the first half of a movie done in 15 minutes. That's pretty amazing.
I didn't know that the 1980 movie was even based on real Flash stuff for the most part. I thought it was a completely different story as far as him being an athlete and being on the plane and all that.
I believe the way they do it in the movie is, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't he the quarterback for the New York Jets?
That's exactly it.
And
hope Flash Gordon had a good season because he's going to have a tough season ahead.
And people are intimidated by that? Okay. It's a different time.
Will you sign this for my kid, please? His name is Buzz.
It really is one of the best movies. I don't even think I love it as much as you do, Joe, and I love that movie.
I love Flash Gordon.
So there you go, Flash Gordon. We've heard the very first episode, and that was Gale Gordon.
I would have never been able to pick him out if I didn't know he was in it.
The
good range, obviously, of performance there.
Absolutely. And there was a Gale Gordon was, let's see, I don't know if I already shared this information. Gale Gordon was the son of 2 actors. He was actually born Charles Thomas Aldrich Jr. In New York City. His father was Charles Thomas Aldrich, a vaudevillian. But his mother was the English actress and opera star Gloria Gordon.
Oh.
And as he, matured, he had a beautiful accent because his mother was English. And he was, he also, as a baby, had a cleft palate.
Oh.
So they did, and that's one reason why he had a mustache his entire life, so people couldn't see the scar. Gale Gordon studied how to speak so that he could, have no speech impediment because of the, joined together palate. And that resulted in Gale Gordon's voice, his diction, his accent, and his volume. Because he had also been a stage actor and had been taught to project to the back of the theater. And one of the his acting teacher, one of the things that he made Gale do was learn how to whisper on stage so that even the people in the very back of the theater could hear him. So he had a big, bold voice, and that translated into action when he first started.
Really impressive, because I mean that's saying something, to be able to project like that on a soft-spoken, tenor. I mean, very cool.
It is the kind of skill that even stage actors today still wish they had.
Yeah.
He was a great actor and a great voice. And a lot of people would say early on, I believe you in drama, but I don't believe you in comedy because your voice is too powerful. But obviously he showed them. Now, when he did do comedy, he did all kinds of comedy. He was on the Fibber, McGee, and Molly show as the uptight neighbor, Mayor Latrivia, who would get all, blustery and frustrated by Fibber and his hijinks. He then went over with, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his name, Hal Perry, who played the great Gildersleeve on Fibber, McGee, and Molly. Hal Perry got his own show, The Great Gildersleeve, and his foil was Gale Gordon as his neighbor, Rumson Bullard.
Who would have imagined that Mr. Mooney would be the least flamboyant of Gale Gordon's character names?
It's true. Oh my gosh, that is so true. I mean, he had played such big characters. Now we're going to go to one of his serious roles at this point. I do want to catch up with some of the things you guys were saying in the chat. I do love. I love that, Chris. I love that you pointed this out. King of the Royal Mounties was a radio show. We know it as either Challenge of the Yukon or Sergeant Preston, and a great show. One of the Detroit shows from WXYZ from Fran Stryker. He created, of course, Green Hornet. That was our first episode of Retro Radio WATT, and Lone Ranger as well. But yes, he also created King of the Royal Mounties. I do love from Raf. Now this show deserved the secret decoder ring. DJB says I kind of totally forgot it was even Gale Gordon. Honestly,
Yeah.
I had listened to that show, as a radio fan, and at one point was like, wait a minute, I've listened to like 6 or 7 of these, and you're telling me that's Gale Gordon? Yeah, it was Gale Gordon, young Gale Gordon. Scott points out that in the comic strip, Flash was a champion player. And then let's see. No, I'm not going to put that one up. All right. So here we go. Oh, yes, I did want to put this one up because I absolutely agree with this. I still don't know if we can show them because Filmation had a really active copyright holder, I don't know if we'll ever be able to get it on the air, but yes, the Filmation cartoon of Flash Gordon was actually, I would even say, even though it wasn't beautifully animated, well, it was nicely animated, but I mean, it wasn't as gorgeous as the movie, but it did adhere a lot closer to the radio show and the comic strip version of Flash Gordon.
And this is the animated series they put out in conjunction with the movie, like immediately afterwards. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. It was licensed to Filmation in the mid 70s, late mid 70s. I believe it came out because the movie was such a big deal.
Right.
Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I believe.
No, that's my recollection as well. Because I remember when it came on as I was a young person then, and I thought, okay, this is obviously based on something a little bit more legitimate maybe than what I saw in the movie. Because I was, I'm like a lot of people, I probably expected something a lot goofier in the cartoon.
Well, I mean, you've got to remember, there was more than one serial of Flash Gordon. There was that Dino De Laurentiis movie, but really, it should have been animated because you've got the Red Monkey Men of Mongo, you've got the Clay Men and the Shark Men and the Frog Men, and all the Lion Man, who really is his best friend. It's very important that you have as much access to the special effects as possible in order to tell the story. So I do agree that the animated series was very important. And if you're a fan, it is the way to go. Yeah. Scott, who also runs a retro show over at his channel, says a lot of Saturday morning animations getting copyright strikes lately. Yes, it is. It definitely is. Yeah, a holding company bought the rights up and they're coming down hard. Yeah. And I don't even know what they're doing with it. But that's sad. But we do have the radio show. There's many more episodes out there. If you want to find this particular video, these are the best sounding shows I've ever heard. I keep mixing up singing and hearing. All right, so let me take you to our final show for this episode. And thanks everybody for bearing with us because, this is taking some time, but I really wanted to show you 3 examples of why Gale Gordon was such a powerhouse. We'll go into this one quickly. I'm also going to do this one later on Webo Mystery when I do finally start doing those videos again.
Coming soon.
Very soon. Because the Casebook of Gregory Hood was a summer replacement series for the new adventures of Sherlock Holmes. How do we know that? Because it has exactly the same sponsor, exactly the same announcer, and exactly the same setup as Sherlock Holmes. Now, I'm not going to do a lot of blabber. You'll hear it. You've listened to Sherlock Holmes with me. You're going to hear the similarities. Now, the Casebook of Gregory Hood is a summer replacement series. It was supposed to go off the air at the end of the summer, but the producers of the Sherlock Holmes radio show were being held up for more money from the people who owned the Arthur Conan Doyle estate. They were saying, you got to pay us more money. And they were like, how about we don't pay you any money? We'll just make up our own detective.
There you go.
And that resulted in Gregory Hood. So here we go. That is very funny. John's enthusiasm is keeping me up. I'm so glad, Raphael. I like the sneak peek into Weber's YouTube algorithm with what's on the right-hand side. Yeah, you can definitely tell I'm not MAGA, right? And that I only like really stories that are very cruel to MAGA. Okay, here we go. The Casebook of Gregory Hood. This one's called Murder in Celluloid. It is from July 1st, 1946.
Great title.
Yeah.
The Casebook of Gregory Hood. Petri Wine brings you the Casebook of Gregory Hood. Tonight, the Petri family, the family that took time to bring you good wine, invite you to listen to the story of Murder in Celluloid. Another exciting adventure from the Casebook of Gregory Hood. As for me, I'd like to know if you're planning to have chicken for dinner any night this week. Because no matter how you like that chicken, roasted, fried, or in a stew with dumplings, you like it a lot better served with a glass of Petri California Sauterne. Now there's something to talk about. Chicken and Petri Sauterne. Petri Sauterne is a clear white wine, delicately fragrant. And what a flavor that Petri wine has. It's, well, all I can say is, it's the wine you've been looking for. A wine that brings you the luscious flavor of big, plump, sun-ripened grapes. And say, Petri Sauterne is not only great with chicken, but you like it served with fish or any kind of seafood, too. So try a bottle of Sauterne. Get Petri Sauterne. Those letters, P-E-T-R-I, always spell good wine. Petri wine. Well, it's Monday night in San Francisco, and we have a date with Gregory Hood. Tonight's rendezvous is at his apartment high on Nob Hill and overlooking the Golden Gate. Let's join him there, shall we? Hello, Gregory.
Harry Bartell, come on in. I was expecting you.
Where's Sandy Taylor tonight, Greg?
He flew up to Vancouver today. There's some legal business he had to attend to for me on a shipment coming in from the Orient. He'll be back in a few days. Glass of sherry, Harry?
Thanks. Well, Siamese cat. A new addition to the ménage, Greg?
Oh, no. Sam's an old retainer. He's been up at my place at Russian River. I flew him down with me this morning.
Mighty friendly. What did you say his name is?
Well, officially it's Sing Lo, but his host of friends decided it was too dignified a name for such a whimsical character. So he was christened Sam Thurber.
Greg, am I crazy or is Sam cross-eyed?
Oh, yes. He's cross-eyed and his tail's broken, but he has a delightful, dusky little soul. Haven't you, Sammy?
Well, Sam has another fan now.
Here's your sherry.
Thanks, Greg. And now...
I know. You have that Monday night look in your eye. You want a story out of my casebook.
Correct. And from the hint you gave us last week, it sounded as though you had quite a special one lined up.
Well, it was a strange business, Harry. The whole thing happened in Hollywood.
What were you doing down there, Greg?
Metropolis Studios were making a picture called Passport to Danger. My old friend Ray Hansen was directing it. The story was about a girl who inherits an importing business and gets into a struggle between her private life and being a career woman.
And you were called in as a technical advisor?
Well, not quite that, Harry. Ray called me one night and said that he had some headaches on the importing business angle of the picture. So the next morning I hopped into my Beechcraft and flew down to the city of Celluloid.
As you know, I'm something of a gourmet. How well I know. So it was only natural that my lunch that day was eaten at the Brown Derby in Hollywood. As I entered that star-studded home of good food, I was greeted by Bill Chilius, famed maitre d'hotel.
Mr. Gregory Hood, it's good to see you back in town.
Hello, Bill. It's good to be back.
I have a usual table for you. This way, please.
Thanks. Oh, by the way, Bill, I hope that on this trip you'll break down and give me the recipe for that Cobb salad.
I don't know if Mr. Cobb will like me to.
Oh, come on, Bill. Bob Cobb and I are old friends. He'd approve.
Well, Mr. Hood, here's your table.
I know you start off with 3 kinds of lettuce, romaine, chicory, and iced lettuce. Break it up very
Correct,
fine.
Mr. Hood. Then you slice up some bacon in tiny strips, some chopped chives, and then comes the cheese.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, Bill. Who's that girl sitting 2 booths away?
Miss Sheila Graham, one of our best movie columnists and radio commentators.
I thought it was. I must go and talk to her. I'll get the rest of that recipe from you before I go, Bill.
Very well, Mr. Hood.
Sheila Graham, how nice to see you again.
Gregory Hood. I heard you were in town.
You did. I only flew in this morning. You get your news fast, Sheila.
My spies are everywhere, Gregory. In this case, I met Ray Hansen at a beach party at Malibu last night. He told me you were coming. What brings you to town, Gregory?
Said she, whipping out her golden Eversharp.
Certainly. Your news, Gregory. Famous importer, man about town, and amateur detective flies into Hollywood. I mentioned it on my radio show.
I heard you had a new show, Sheila. What time is it? I must catch it.
Sunday night, 8:45 on Mutual.
Oh, nicely spoken. I shall listen.
Thank you kindly. And now, Greg, which of our starlets is responsible for your being in town?
Well, it isn't a girl this time, Sheila. I came down to give Ray Hansen a little help on the importing business for Passport to Danger.
Oh, yes. That's the Netta Mason and Norwood opus. Funny thing. Netta's having luncheon with me today. Have you met her?
No, but I hear she's what is known technically, I believe, as a dish.
A little too highly spiced a dish for my liking, but she's good copy.
I did meet Ann Norwood.
Isn't she sweet?
I fell hopelessly and head over heels in love with her. Seems impossible that an 8-year-old girl can be a movie star and yet be so utterly unspoiled.
Here comes Netta Mason now. Watch her switch on the personality. Hello, Netta.
Sheila, darling, oh, I'm so terribly sorry I made they simply mob me for autographs.
Do you know Gregory Hood?
Oh.
Miss Netta Mason.
How do you do?
So you're the famous Gregory Hood. Ray told me you were flying down. You're going to help us on the picture, aren't you?
If I can.
It's a marvelous script, and I've got a dream of a part. And Sheila, darling, the clothes. Oh, Adrian's designed me the most heavenly outfits. I think I must be an artist, my dear. I just can't keep away from mirrors these days.
Excuse me, Mr. Hood.
Oh, yes, Bill?
There's a young lady waiting for you at the table.
There is? Excuse me, Sheila. See you again before I leave.
Fine, Greg.
Nice to have met you, Miss Mason.
And I'll see you at the studio.
Well, Miss Ann Norwood.
Hello, Mr. Hood. You didn't mind me sitting down at your table, did you?
I'm very flattered, Ann.
I had to see you alone. That's why I didn't come over to the other table. I saw Miss Netta Mason was there.
And you don't like her?
Oh, it isn't exactly that. Though I do think she talks awfully loudly, don't you?
Yes, Ann, I do.
Mr. Robin Hood, you're a detective, aren't you?
In an amateur way. And incidentally, Ann, the name is Gregory, not Robin.
I know, but I think you're just like Robin Hood. And he was wonderful. And so I think of you that way.
I'll admit that my prices might be called stealing from the rich, and I do give to the poor, but that's where the resemblance ends, I'm afraid, Ann. But I'm very flattered that you think of me that way.
I do, Mr. Hood. That's why I've come to you for help. You see, my daddy's dead, and I do so miss having a man to talk to.
Of course you do, Ann. You go ahead and talk.
I have a very serious problem. I need a detective.
Dear me, Ann. Whatever's the matter?
Somebody has stolen my map. My super map. I've been working on it for weeks. And I'm good at maps, too. At least my teacher says I am.
Well, what kind of a map was it?
It's something I invented. It's full of forts and secret weapons and dockyards. And now it's been stolen.
And when did you see it last, Ann?
This morning. It was in my portable dressing room in the studio. I was working on it between scenes. When I came back just before lunch, it had gone. Oh, dear, here comes Mommy.
Anne, darling, you frightened me. Why did you slip away like that while I was parking the car?
I had to see Mr. Hood. Mommy, this is Mr. Gregory Hood.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Hood?
How do you do? Do sit down, won't you?
Well, just for a moment. And you haven't been bothering Mr. Hood, have you?
Not a bit of it. She knew that I was an amateur detective, and she came to me with a problem. I'm very flattered.
You see, Mommy?
Oh, the missing map, I suppose.
Of course. And Mr. Hood's going to find it for me, aren't you?
I'll do my best, Ann. Who do you think might have stolen it?
I think it was Miss Netta Mason. It must have been either her or Major Courtney. They were the only two people in my dressing room today, except Mother.
Major Courtney. That name seems familiar. Who is he?
Well, I suppose you might say he's a suitor of mine.
He's terribly stuck on money.
And, dear, that's not very nice.
What branch of the Army is he in, Mrs. Norwood?
Honestly, I don't know. And if I did, I shouldn't tell.
It's all some terrific secret. He doesn't even wear a uniform.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's do. You both have lunch with me. Then we'll drive over to the studio and see if we can find that map for you, Anne.
Oh, Mr. Hood, you're so wonderful. This is my dressing room, Mr. Hood. Do you like it?
Very much, Anne.
You don't think it's a little young for me, do you? Mother had it decorated.
Anne, I think it's perfect for your personality. Clean and fresh and cool.
Mr. Hood, you say the loveliest things. Are you married?
No, Anne. I've always been waiting for the right girl.
Keep waiting, Mr. Hood. She'll come along. I just know she will.
Very well, Anne. But while I'm waiting, let's see if we can track down that map for you. Where did you last see it?
It was on the dressing room table here.
When you leave this dressing room and go before the cameras, do you lock the door?
Always. Mommy never forgets.
And the arrangement of the door and window in here is such that no one could have slipped in a hand through here or sneaked in and stolen it.
Then it must have been Miss Netta Mason or Major Courtney.
Yes, it looks like it. And yet, Anne, I can understand someone wanting one of your maps, but if he did, he'd ask you for it. He wouldn't steal it. But if the person, whoever it was, thought it was one of Major Courtney's maps, it would be different.
Why would it be different, Mr. Hood?
Your mother hinted that he might be in special service for the Army. You said your map had forts and secret weapon sites on it. Now do you see, Anne?
Yes, Mr. Hood. And that would mean Miss Netta Mason's a spy. Oh, goody. This is fun.
No, darling. You mustn't go around saying she's a spy. I'm just dreaming up a very wild plot. The chances are that a gust of wind came through the window and blew your map out into the studio.
Oh, no. I like it so much better the other way, Mr. Hood.
Frankly, Anne, so do I.
Come in.
Hello, Anne, darling.
Hello, Mr. Fremont. This is a very great friend of mine, Mr. Gregory Hood, Mr. Philip Fremont.
How do you do?
He's playing the lead in another picture on the lot.
Say, Annie, isn't this yours? I found it on the studio floor.
It's my map. It's my super map.
Well, you see, Anne, it wasn't stolen after all.
Stolen? Annie, did you think someone had stolen your map?
Yes, I did. It's an awfully good map.
I hear that you're an amateur detective, Mr. Hood.
In an unobtrusive way. Why?
Well, I was wondering where Annie dreamed up the idea that her map had been stolen. I guess you put her up to it.
Do you?
Well, it's a bad guess, Mr. Fremont. And my name isn't Annie. It's Anne.
Okay, honey, don't get mad at me. I was just trying to be funny.
Mr. Fremont?
Yes, Charlie?
On the set, please. Rehearsal of the next scene.
Okay, Charlie. See you later, Anne. Nice to have met you, Mr. Hood.
Goodbye.
Mr. Hood,
Yes, Anne?
do you know I'm sorry my map was found so easily?
Why, dear?
You won't detect it for me anymore. And I was having such fun.
So was I.
Supposing it really had been stolen, Mr. Hood, why would Mr. Fremont have brought it back?
Well, since I dreamed up a hypothetical case in the beginning, I might as well give you a hypothetical solution.
You use such lovely words. What does it mean, Mr. Hood?
I meant that we were still playing at let's pretend the map was stolen. Let's suppose the thief thought they were plans of Major Courtney's, and he stole them. When he examined them, he found they were harmless, so he threw them away. Mr. Fremont found them, knew that you were quite a map maker, and brought them back to you.
Oh, you're so clever, Mr. Hood. I bet that's what happened.
I wouldn't take the bet, Anne. Let me look at the map, will you?
Of course. I'll do one for you if you like.
Oh, naturally. I'd like it very much. That's odd.
What is it, Mr. Hood?
There are red marks on the corner of your map, Anne. They're made by nail polish that hasn't quite dried. Nail polish of a peculiarly horrendous shade of purpley crimson. The exact shade that Miss Netta Mason was wearing at the Brown Derby today.
Perhaps he is a spy after all.
Perhaps. Look, Anne, even though you've got your map back, I might as well follow this business through. There's something funny going on here.
I think so, too, Mr. Hood. I just know Miss Netta Mason's a spy. Just you look at those eyes of hers.
Yes, Anne, I got the slant. Let's go to her dressing room and talk to her, shall we?
This is her dressing room, Mr. Hood. You better knock.
I always knock, Anne. It's lucky.
Oh. Hello, Mr. Latimer.
It's my dreamboat, Annie. How are you, darling?
Mr. Lou Latimer. Mr. Gregory Hood.
Glad to meet you, Mr. Latimer.
Oh, just call me Lou. Say, you're Greg Hood. I know about you. You sell old hunks of ivory for big dough in San Francisco. And you're an amateur sleuth who can show up the pros. And you're a wolf in good standing.
Listen, Lou, I also pack a mean left. Clean it up a little, can't you?
Oh, a little Lord Fauntleroy character, huh? Okay. Beat me to a pulp and call me Juicy. Get it? Pulp? Juicy?
Don't overplay it, Lou. It gives me ideas.
Character, huh? But depth. Listen, I'm handling the publicity on this little super-duper colossal hunk of picture. I've got an idea. It'll slay you, Greg.
I'm mortal, just like the next man, but I'll listen to it later. Right now, Anne and I want to see Netta Mason. Is she in her dressing room?
Oh, death. She went in about half an hour ago, and I've been sitting here ever since, dreaming up ideas.
Anyone else been in to see her?
Natch. Philip Fremont, the alleged actor, went in. Also Major Courtney, the man of mystery. They've both left now, though.
So, Anne, I'm going in alone. Stay here with Mr. Latimer, will you?
Why can't I go with you, Mr. Hood?
You know how it is, Anne. You're a sophisticated girl. When you go to see a beautiful spy, you go alone.
I know. It's just like in the funny. Like if she was a dragon lady. You wouldn't want another woman like me along.
That's right, Anne. You're very understanding. I'll be back in a moment.
Character. Greg Hood is a definite character, but in Jube.
I love Mr. Hood.
Why not, Annie? Oh, by the way, Dreamboat, I've got a terrific angle for you on this picture.
Oh, no, Mr. Latimer. Not again.
Oh, this one's a natural, honey child. We give you a big balloon, see? It has Passport to Danger printed on it. Now, passport spelled backwards is Tropsap, see?
No, Mr. Latimer. I don't see.
Look, baby, Tropsap is the name of a cereal, see? Now, we get him to ask you why you're so healthy. And you say you always breakfast on Tropsap because backwards it spells passport. And that's in the title of your super-duper smasheroo. You get it, Annie?
No, Mr. Latimer. I don't eat Tropsap. I've never even heard of it. I wouldn't tell a lie.
A lie, she says, yes. Listen, honey child, you're not getting the point. It's a big balloon. Maybe we fill it up with hydrogen. But, you see, it's got this billboard on each side of it, see? And when they ask you...
Oh, Anne.
Hello, Mr. Hood. I'm glad you're back.
Your mother left a message. She wants you to call her. She's back at the Brown Derby. It's quite important.
Oh, all right, Mr. Hood. Wait here for me, won't you?
Yes, Anne, I'll wait.
What's the matter, pal? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
I have. Close the studio gates and send for the police.
The police? What's wrong?
Plenty. Miss Netta Mason's lying in her dressing room. She's been strangled.
You'll hear the rest of Gregory Hood's story in just a second. So I'm going to tell you about a red wine that's really marvelous with any kind of meat or meat dish. The wine is Petri California Burgundy. Petri Burgundy is a rich, full-flavored wine, a wine so unusual that it can turn a simple meal into a real feast. For proof, next time you have hamburgers or your favorite kind of stew for dinner, serve it with a glass of Petri Burgundy. Your whole dinner becomes more colorful. And as for the wine itself, well, Petri Burgundy will make you smack your lips for fair and just sigh with pleasure. Be sure you get Petri Burgundy, because Petri is always good wine. Well, Gregory, so you found Netta Mason strangled in her dressing room, huh? What happened when the police got there?
Well, Lou Latimer, the publicity man, persuaded me not to send for them right away.
He probably figured that you could solve the case, hand the killer over to the police, and so avoid as much publicity as possible. Huh?
Correct, Harry, and I somewhat grudgingly agreed. And so, having gotten little Ann Norwood safely out of the studio, Lou Latimer and I went back to the dead girl's dressing room where I began to search for any clues.
Find any clues, Greg?
Not so far, Lou. Except that the thumb mark shows she was strangled from behind. No chance of identifying them, I'm afraid.
Gee, Greg, how do you figure this killing?
It's a hard one to figure. Maybe the explanation I ad-libbed at the studio for Ann Norwood's benefit might fit the killing at that.
Well, it looks simple enough to me. I saw Netta walk into her dressing room. I was sitting outside it until you came out. Now, apart from yourself, only two people went in. Major Courtney, the man of mystery, and that ham actor, Philip Fremont. Now, it must be one of them.
Hello. Now we've got a clue. Look what's clenched in her right hand.
Huh? Looks like some kind of pin.
It's a Sigma Xi key.
What's Sigma Xi?
An honorary fraternity for science, a sort of scientific equivalent of Phi Beta Kappa. But there's no name on this key.
So you still don't know which one of the two it is?
Which one of the three?
Huh? Well, how do you figure three, Greg?
Proving it's two only rests on one thing, Lou. Your word alone. That makes you, my friends, the third suspect.
Sheila Graham speaking.
Gregory Hood.
Hello, Gregory. What's on your mind?
I need some help, Sheila. Can you give me any facts on Philip Fremont's educational background?
Yes, I can. I did a piece on him the other day. He's a college man, got into acting through the Hasty Pudding Club at Harvard, majored in English.
No science, Sheila?
No, Greg.
I see. Do you know Lou Latimer, publicity man at Metropolis?
Know him. He pesters me almost daily. Why, Gregory?
Well, how about his educational background?
Well, Lou claims that he graduated from high school. Personally, I'd say that if he ever got beyond the 5th grade, I'd want to see the proof.
Oh, thank you, Sheila. You're a remarkably well-informed girl. I'll call you later. Goodbye. Mrs. Norwood, why did you bring Anne back here to the studio?
I simply couldn't keep her away, Mr. Hood.
Where is she now?
In her dressing room, talking to Major Courtney.
Oh, I'm anxious to meet him.
Oh, well, come along then. Let's go.
Ah.
Robin Hood. Where have you been? I've missed you.
Well, I had a little business to attend to, Anne.
I want you to meet Major Courtney, Mr. Gregory Hood.
How do you do, Major?
Hello, Mr. Hood. Anne's just been telling me about you. She's a rabid fan of yours.
As I am of hers. In fact, I've quite lost my heart to her.
Doesn't he say the most beautiful things?
Major Courtney, I wonder if you and I could take a stroll. I'm most anxious to speak to you alone.
Why, yes, I suppose so.
I want to come with you, Mr. Hood.
Darling, you heard Mr. Hood say that he wanted to speak to Major Courtney alone.
Now, don't worry, Anne. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Please don't be long.
And you're being very mysterious, Hood?
I didn't want to talk in front of Anne. You knew about Netta Mason.
Oh, of course.
Mind if I ask you some questions?
No, fire away.
Would I be right in thinking you're a government technician?
That's a question I can't answer, Hood.
Then will you tell me if you studied science in college?
Yes, I majored in it.
Then doubtless you're a member of Sigma Xi.
Yes, I am.
May I see your fraternity key?
But I don't wear it often. I don't know where it is right now. Look, Hood, I don't know what you're driving at, but I'm not used to being cross-questioned like this.
Sorry, but I'm going on with it. Why did you call on Netta Mason in her dressing room this afternoon?
That is none of your business.
Then let me do a little guesswork, Major. I think you suspected Netta Mason of being involved in espionage activities. Perhaps she displayed too much interest in your briefcase and you went in to talk to her about it.
Listen, Hood, if you must know, when I went into Netta's dressing room, I found her murdered.
Found her or left her that way, Major?
You're barking up the wrong tree, my friend. And if I were free to explain a few things to you, which I'm not, you'd believe me.
Hey, Gregory, there you are. Been looking all over the lot for you. How you coming?
I think we're on the last lap, Lou. Tell me one thing.
Sure, what is it, pal?
Is Philip Fremont's picture shooting this afternoon?
Oh, yeah, they're on stage 8. They're shooting a big gun battle scene right now. I just left there. You want to come over?
Yes, Lou, I do want to. Very much.
All right, that's all for today. We'll pick up the reverse shop in the morning. Hey, the lights. Everyone up to set. Hey, Gregory, we can catch Fremont before he gets back to his dressing room.
Yes, let's go on the set and talk to him. Come on, Major Courtney.
Keep a weather eye open, Hood. I may be leading with our chin.
I know, Major, but we have the advantage of surprise. I hope. Oh, hello, Mr. Fremont.
Well, Gregory Hood. Didn't know you were on the set. It's too bad you weren't here earlier. We were shooting some good stuff. Say, by the way, can you get here in the morning? I've got several terrific scenes then.
Too bad that you won't be playing them, Fremont.
Well, what do you mean, Hood?
Call the police, Lou. Philip Fremont's your murderer.
Philip Fremont? That was my hunch, too, Hood. Stay right where you are, Lou, and that goes for the rest of them. Don't you see I'm still carrying my revolver?
Yes, a revolver containing blanks. You've just used it in the scene.
Oh, no. No, I have another one in my pocket. A revolver containing live shells. I've switched them. And I shoot expertly through the pocket despite the tailor's bills. You're not getting me arrested. I'm clearing out.
Why did you strangle Netta Mason?
Because she was stupid, and she quarreled with me. In any case, a girl who can mistake the map of an 8-year-old child for a valuable map such as the Major carries deserves to die. She was no more use to us.
Us being your fascist superiors, of course.
Correct. Major Courtney of G2. You didn't think fascism was dead, did you? Just because you and your boys killed a few Germans. Oh, the word's dead, all right. We'll never call it fascism again. But you'll be hearing from us.
From you, we'll only hear a faint squeal from the gas chamber, Fremont.
Yeah? You'll never get me. Oh, by the way, Hood, I knew you were pretty smart, but I didn't think you'd spot me. What mistake did I make?
In leaving that Sigma Xi key in the dead girl's hand.
Hey, but Greg, you said the key didn't have any name on it.
Exactly. That was the point, Lou. Any genuine key, such as Major Courtney owned, has the name on it, doesn't it, Major?
Yes, invariably.
So the absence of the name suggested that it was a dummy key. You were playing a scientist in your picture, Fremont, and so you were obviously wearing a prop key to give authenticity to the part. Careless of you to let the dying girl wrench it off your watch chain in the struggle.
Yes, wasn't it? I must watch blunders like that in the future. Gregory Hood, I don't like you. Gunfire is pretty common on this set, and I think I'll give you a little treatment.
Fremont, you haven't a chance of getting out of this studio. You should know that.
And think of the publicity it'll give us, Phil. It'll be terrific. It'll be sensational.
Shut up, will you, little rat? What do you say? Mr. Gregory ought to mind your own business, Hood.
I'd say look out, above you.
You expect me to fall for... Oh!
It got him. A falling paint bucket.
Oh, boy, knocked him out cold. Gee, but you're lucky, Greg.
A fine detective I am, saved from being shot only by a freak accident.
But it wasn't an accident, Mr. Robin Hood.
Cheaper. Hey, look up there on the catwalk. It's little Ann Norwood.
And, darling, how can I thank you?
Take me out to dinner, Mr. Hood, and then we can go dancing together. Is it a date?
Yes, darling, it's a date. And you dance beautifully.
So do you, Mr. Hood. I'm afraid I'm a little short for you, though.
Not a bit of it, Anne. I like my women petite. By the way, young lady, perhaps you'll tell me how you happened to be up on the catwalk this afternoon.
Well, Mr. Hood, when you went out of my dressing room with Major Courtney, I could see by your face that something was wrong. I got scared for you, so I stepped out of the dressing room
And shadowed me, huh?
Yes, I got to stage 8 ahead of you and climbed the ladder to the catwalk so that I could see what was going on. Did I hurt Mr. Fremont when I toppled that paint bucket over on him?
Not seriously, Anne. But you stunned him and probably saved my life. How can I ever repay you?
Well, there is one way, Mr. Hood.
What is it, Anne?
You told me at lunch that you'd never married because you hadn't met the right woman.
That's right, Anne.
Keep on waiting, Mr. Hood. Please keep on waiting.
Greg, that was really a swell story, but what a detective you turned out to be.
Why, Harry, what do you mean? I solved the case. What more do you want?
Oh, I know, Greg, but to overlook the fact that gun might have real bullets. Well, if it hadn't been for Anne...
I know. It was a slight oversight on my part. But, Harry, I can make a little mistake now and then, can't I?
I suppose.
Now, Harry, don't stand there and tell me you never make a mistake.
Well, not when it comes to choosing a wine, I don't, because I always choose Petri wine.
I don't know why I bother talking to you.
Oh, yes, you do. You like to hear about good wine just as much as the next fellow. And I like to talk about Petri wine because Petri wine is good wine. Well, it's just got to be. After all, the Petri family has been making wine for generations. Winemaking is their heritage. A heritage passed on down from father to son, from father to son, from generation to generation. It's easy to understand why the Petri family knows so well the art of turning luscious, sun-ripened grapes into fragrant, delicious wine. And it's easy to understand why the Petri business has grown and grown so that today the Petri family are America's largest independent winemakers. Yes, the making of Petri wine is a family affair, and the Petri family intends to keep it that way, because by so doing they can be sure that every bottle of wine that bears the name Petri is and always will be good wine. Well, Gregory, which particular story from the casebook do you have lined up for us next week?
Next week, Harry, I'm going to tell you about a strange woman who claimed to be able to see into the future. She predicted 2 violent deaths with frightening accuracy. The third death she happened to prophesy was my own. See you next Monday, Harry.
The Casebook of Gregory Hood is written by Dennis Green and Anthony Boucher. Original music composed and played by Dean Fossler. Gale Gordon plays the part of Gregory Hood. The Petri Wine Company of San Francisco, California, invite you to tune in again next week, same time, same station. The Casebook of Gregory Hood comes to you from our Hollywood studio. This is is Harry Bartell saying good night for the Petrie family.
There's usually a
For
little.
a solid hour of exciting mystery dramas, listen every Monday on most of these same stations at 8 o'clock to Michael Shane, followed immediately by the Casebook of Gregory Hood. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
All right, there you go. That is the Casebook of Gregory Hood.
Now, I thought Annie was sweet. That was a sweet ending, and I mean that. Don't disparage Annie. She's innocent as the day is long. And now, did she ever like become like his girl Friday, or was just one and done?
One and done. Just a character
Yeah.
in the broad tapestry of the Gregory Hood universe.
Yeah.
Because most of his cases do take place in San Francisco, though he the whole idea about Gregory Hood is that he's an importer. He knows a lot about especially Asian countries and Asian products. And back in those days, ivory was not illegal to sell, so he would deal with ivory and jade and antiques, and he is very much a Renaissance man, an expert in wines, an expert gourmet cook, speaks several languages. It's a and it's really interesting, as Scott points out. It is a nice little detective show. It did keep going, and then eventually, as the show kept going, they dropped all of the importer. He lives in San Francisco. They dropped all of that, and they just turned him into a detective who answers the phone.
Oh, well, that's a do out of it. But initially, I mean, would that have been part of the reason that they attracted to this show partners, sponsors like the vineyard people? Or
well, what is really interesting is that this show was specifically written by the writers, the writing team that at the time was writing the Sherlock Holmes series.
All right. Okay.
And this was after Basil Rathbone had left.
Okay.
So it wasn't really the heyday of Sherlock Holmes, but those writers were asked, could you create a new detective and just basically do what you're doing? Because Petrie Wine loves this format. So just instead of Dr. Watson telling us the stories that he has recorded about Sherlock Holmes, it's now Gregory Hood and usually Sandy, his lawyer, who he refers to at the beginning of the episode. And Sandy is the Watson. He's the, oh, good heavens, how did you figure that out? He's that guy.
Okay.
So this was very much an alternative to Sherlock Holmes, and he's an American character. He was also based on a real guy named Joe Gump.
Joe Gump?
Of all the names in the world.
Yeah, I mean, what's up with Joe? I mean, come
on. But there was a guy in San Francisco who was a genius, and he knew all of this stuff, and he was a very successful importer and man about town in the old SF. So there you go. It's really an unusual character, and it's very unusual, of course, that Gale Gordon is playing a detective. But there you go. All of those elements came together and created Gregory Hood. I did not love the scripts in this show. There are many like, okay, I'm going to have to go with you on that. There are many moments of that that I don't actually catch in the Sherlock Holmes stories that these guys wrote. And I really need...
Well, it did get to the resolution rather abruptly.
Yeah. I'm trying to... the show was written by Anthony Boucher and Dennis Green. And basically, they came up with a character that would be as much like Sherlock Holmes as they could make him, and as much like Dr. Watson as Sanderson Taylor. That's the name of the lawyer. So Sandy Taylor. He is the Watson. But this character was later played by famous radio actors. Jackson Beck, who used to do the Little Caesars commercials. Little Caesars presents Crazy Bread. Elliot Lewis, who was a great actor and director. and actors like Martin Gable, George Petrie. Sanderson Taylor himself was at times played by Howard McNear, who was Floyd the Barber, as well as the doctor on Gunsmoke. So a lot of great talent went into it. Obviously, it was a mutual broadcasting show. And yeah, I love this. Joe Gump of the Nob Hill Gumps. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's it for the show, guys.
Well, I mean, let me say, John, I mean, the selection of these three plays featuring Gale Gordon was inspired as far as the choices, because gave me a much better understanding of the versatility of Gale Gordon. I mean, we know him as Mr. Mooney. Now we know him as much more.
Thank you so much, because I gotta say it just as I said it at the beginning of the show. That's why we do shows, because we can do something like Gale Gordon. Don't just write him off. He actually had a great career and a ton of talent, and I feel like we've done him some we've paid tribute to
absolutely
how great he was. And here we go. Oh, Raphael, go jump in a lake.
Oh, and not true anyway, right, John?
Not true at all. Not true at all. Thank you, Chris. Yes, like and subscribe. I didn't run it earlier. That should do it. We've got a show coming up on Tuesday. I hope you join us for that, me and Joe. And that'll do it for the show. Thanks everybody for watching.
Thanks,
and
everyone.
Here are the previews. Oh.
Weber Internet thingy. Weber Internet thingy. Weber Internet thingy. Come on, check this out. Weber Internet thingy. Weber Internet thingy. Weber Internet thingy. The good times are never in doubt. Weber Internet thingy. Come on, enjoy the fun.